Group Captain Kambampati Nachiketa Vayusena Medal is a serving officer of the Indian Air Force. Group Captain Nachiketa came into the limelight during the Kargil War when on the 27th of May 1999, as a flight lieutenant, he was captured by Pakistani troops in Kashmir following ejection from his MiG-27L aircraft after his engine was hit by Pakistani Stinger missile, causing an engine flame-out while flying against infiltrator positions during the initial stages of Operation Safed Sagar. He was held in Pakistani custody as the first Indian prisoner of war of the conflict. Group Captain Nachiketa was born on the 31st of May 1973 to Mr. K.R.K. Sastry and Mrs. Laxmi Sastry. He studied at Kendriya Vidyalaya in Delhi, and joined the Indian Air Force after training at the National Defence Academy at Khadagwasla, near Pune. Kargil War. Nachiketa was a flight lieutenant during the Kargil operations. He was one of the pilots from No. 9 Squadron IF who took part on a strike in the Batalik sector on the 26th of May 1999. Armed with 80mm rockets, Nachiketa carried out an attack on an enemy concentration. He carried out a second attack on the target using the aircraft's 30mm cannon. Subsequently, the engine flamed out. All attempts to relight the engine failed and Nachiketa was forced to eject. After landing on the ground, it appeared that initially Nachiketa was able to gather his wits and evade immediate capture. However, after 2 to 3 hours, a Pakistani army patrol caught him, shooting down of wingmen. Flying top cover to the MiG-27s were MiG-21M aircraft of No. 17 Squadron IF. One of the pilots detailed to carry out battle damage assessment filming squadron leader A.J. Ahuja left his station and came in low to locate Nachiketa. He was fired at by a Pakistani-made Anzamark Chapter 1 surface-to-air missile and was shot down. A post-mortem examination conducted by Indian military authorities claimed that Ahuja had landed safely after ejecting from his plane, but had been killed by Pakistani soldiers at point blank. They fired straight through his head and heart, but the Pakistani authorities declared this Indian claim baseless by saying had they been on a killing mode, they would have killed Nachiketa, who even retaliated to avert his capture by firing through his pistol. It was reported that the left knee fracture was sustained when he parachuted down, but the gunshots show that he landed alive and was shot, and his death was called as a cold-blooded murder. Pakistanis claimed the body was found after days of the plane being down due to the hostile terrain and was in bad condition because animals had tampered with it. Life as a prisoner. After being captured behind Pakistani lines after his MiG-27 crashed in a bombing run in 1999, FLTLT Nachiketa remained in custody of Pakistani forces for 8 days. Nachiketa was first taken to an undisclosed place in the Batalik sector. After a 2-hour wait, he was taken by helicopter to Skardu. After his return, Nachiketa was not willing to disclose his experience while he was in captivity. According to him, the experience was difficult to be described in words, and felt that death would have been a better solution. He still suffers from back pain due to his injury during the landing and physical hardship. He was interrogated by the Director of Operations of Pakistan Air Force, Kaiser Tufail. This interrogation was termed as very civil by Kaiser, who said it was a casual talk between two officers rather than the captor and a power with a discussion about common issues in the two rival air forces. He expressed his mandate being to maintain the cordiality of a crew room and that he was detailed to inquire the circumstances of the ejection and the mission. Repatriation. Nachiketa remained a prisoner for about a week and was repatriated to India on the 3rd of June 1999. He was handed over to the International Committee of the Red Cross in Pakistan and subsequently was repatriated over the Indian border checkpost at Wagah, on the Lahore-Amritsar road. Nachiketa is a group captain and flies Ilyushin Il-78 mid-air refueling transport aircraft with No. 78 Squadron IF stationed at Agra. He was transferred to transports due to injuries he sustained during paralanding.